What's up, everyone? It's Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free MLB home run prop show for Saturday, April 8th, 2023. Before we get to those home run props, gotta let you guys know at Pickdawgz.com, we're doing it bigger and better than anyone else. Got more free pick videos on our channel than you'll find anywhere else on YouTube, so make sure you're subscribed. And also take advantage of our free sportsbook bonus offer, the link in the description of this video below. Now, I do love giving out free picks. If you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, check out Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But without further ado, here is your home run prop show for Saturday, April 8th. Some MLB action on Saturday. And I will tell you, we had one heck of a day on Friday. These days aren't going to happen very often, but I'll tell you, when they do, it makes you appreciate the bad ones all that much more. And but you know what? It's a daily process. We'll take a look. We'll recap yesterday, but recap Friday, but Saturday is going to be a new day. Lots of action on the board. But before I get started, I want to let you guys know, and you'll probably hear me say this a couple more times throughout the video, smash that like button if you haven't already. It doesn't cost you a cent. It helps us out more than I think I could ever let you guys know. Lets us know that you guys like what we're doing. And also, while you're there, leave your picks in the comment section below. Do you agree with my selections? Do you have some of your own? Do you agree with the matchups? Don't agree with the matchups? Again, let me know. Here to interact with you guys and beat the books as a team. And like I said, we took some names on Saturday. So let's do a recap here and just take a look back and just see how things went for us on on Friday, heading into Saturday. I'll tell you, like I said, we built up that bankroll. We started with finished with, depending on how you looked at the show and where the game went on the schedule. But you had Mike Trout cashing for us at plus 330, had a home run and 2 RBIs against the Blue Jays. The Angels did fall short in that one, but still Trout came through for us, starting things off with a bang for the Halos. First miss we had of the day was Jason Voss, so we took a shot at plus 700 to get one off of the Philadelphia Phillies. Didn't get one off of Zach Wheeler. Unfortunately, couldn't get through to that bullpen as he did go 0 for 3 in that game. Where we started to make some money, though, was in that matchup between the Pirates and the White Sox. It started with Brian Reynolds, 3 for 6, a home run and 6 RBIs in that game. Cashing for us at plus 550. And while in the other dugout, it was Luis Robert coming in as well. By the way, I did check the pronunciation on the name. I've seen it multiple places. It's Luis Robert. Again, I'm not going to make everybody happy, but I did check with Major League Baseball themselves. From what I'm seeing, it's Luis Robert. Anyways, Robert, he clubbed a pair of home runs, 5 RBIs, went 3 for 5 at the dish, cashing that plus 500 with relative ease. And man, I'll tell you, he absolutely crushed those balls on Friday. And then we went to the last game that we talked about on the card. We split in this Tampa Bay Oakland game. Our two batters went a combined 1 for 10, but the one that counted, Wander Franco hitting for us at plus 650, a solo shot late in the game. They don't ask you how you got it, they just ask you if you did. And Wander Franco definitely got it for us there. Yandy Diaz, 0 for 5, not cashing it at plus 500. But like I said, you could just see the results there. A plus 330 with Mike Trout. Brian Reynolds, Luis Robert, and those were cashing around plus 500, plus 550, and Wander Franco, the big fish of the day, around plus 650, plus 700. So, like I said, these days where you hit 4, they're nice, but they're not going to happen every day, and we just have to kind of be realistic about that. I'm going to be giving you a few plays of mine today. These are plays that I have a couple of bucks on. Again, these are not plays that are, as far as I feel, are not meant to have your whole bankroll on. They're plays to, sprinkle a couple bucks on, have a couple of extra props in there, have a couple of, highlight players that, you want to be able to watch and you think could crank one out of the park and add a little bit of spice to the game. But again, these are high risk, high reward plays. So it's definitely something to just keep in mind when you're making these bets. And like I said, it's definitely adding some spice. And when you can hit 4, it's fantastic. When we hit 1, we're happy. And the main goal of these, and I think I mentioned it in the comments on Saturday, was for me, the way I bet these is that if we hit 1, covers our bets for all of them. If we bet them equal size, and then anything that hits above that is pure profit for us. And the other purpose of these shows is to just show you the betting tools at Sports Chat Place and Pickdawgz. Help you find your props, help you find your betting tools. We have streaks, parlay builders, the best parlay out there based on trends and um, statistics for the day's action. So definitely make sure that you check those out and keep them in your back pocket. They're there for you to use. But again, I've talked long enough. Let's get to the props for Saturday's action. And believe it or not, I gave out 6 on Saturday. I'm gonna give out a couple extra today. I think I'm gonna go with 8 today. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that the prices and the plus money that I found aren't as consistent. A lot of the plays I like are in that lower plus money range, like the plus 300 to plus 350, 375, even 400. Have still a couple of big plays in there, but still not the kind of massive value that we saw on Friday. And for me, it starts back in that LA Angels and Toronto Blue Jays matchup. This was the first one that stood out to me. And we're going to go with not Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, the other big bat as far as I'm concerned in the Angels lineup, as Ohtani plus 390 to hit a home run here. And the thing for me in this matchup is this is just a matchup against a struggling pitcher for the Blue Jays in Jose Barrios. I've watched Barrios being in this Toronto market, and I'll tell you, not the pitcher I thought we were going to get when we picked him up from the Minnesota Twins a couple of seasons ago. He had a decent start to last year, but this was a guy that just really struggled keeping runs off of the board. Didn't necessarily struggle with keeping the ball inside the park, as his home runs per 9 innings was not terrible. But Shohei Ohtani, a favorable matchup here, like I said, 6 for 14 in his career against Barrios. All 6 hits from Ohtani, going for extra bases, including 3 home runs. Just like the value here, we're getting one of the best hitters in the game at plus 390 to crank one out of the park. I got to roll with Shohei Ohtani and the plus money there. The next one we're going to look at, well, called upon him yesterday and he came through for us. Going to take a shot on him again. Going to go with Wander Franco to hit a home run at plus 800. And so we're going back to the well here. He's homered in back-to-back games. And, Shintaro Fujinami got rocked in his debut. It was just absolutely dreadful. 8 runs allowed over 2 1/3 innings of work. And Franco this season against right-handed pitching, 7 of 16 with 4 of those 7 hits going for extra bases. Like I said, we hit him with plus 650, plus 700 yesterday. They're giving us even more plus money. I get it. Don't necessarily see a ton of shortstops hit for power, but I'll tell you, Wander Franco, I think he's the next generation of strong power hitters. I think he can definitely crank out another one here. So I'm going to roll with Wander Franco at plus 800 to hit a home run against the Oakland A's. Next one we're going to roll with, again, a guy that we're going back to the well with. And I promise you, I have a bunch of different players just going back to the well with a couple of these guys. Luis Robert, again, went off yesterday. Last time he hit a homer, he did it again in the next game. He did that earlier this season. And for me, it's once again a matchup for Robert here that benefits. Went up against Rich Hill yesterday, an aging pitcher in Rich Hill that just doesn't have it as much anymore and has struggled with keeping the ball in the park. Now gets a similar matchup against another pitcher that struggles to keep runs off the board and keep the ball in the park in Pittsburgh's Vince Velasquez. Didn't have it in Houston. I didn't love him when he was in Philadelphia. Don't like him in Pittsburgh. I think Robert could benefit here again. Plus 450, a pretty nice payout considering the potential here for Robert. And again, we hit with him yesterday and got some nice plus money that we can afford to put a couple bucks on him here today. The next one that we're going to look at, familiar face for anyone who wants to talk about home run props, and that's going to be Aaron Judge to hit a home run here. Plus 280, and you can kind of see the value dwindling a little bit with some of the more likely, or I guess more name brand home run hitters on the list. But for me, this is strictly another matchup play here. Cole Irvin making the start for the Baltimore Orioles. He was rocked in his debut. He gave up a home run to Judge in his lone start against the Yankees last season. And last year, Judge hit 9 home runs against the Orioles, the most against any opponent, and he hit 5 at Camden Yards, tied for the most among any ballpark outside of Yankee Stadium. I could have considered Giancarlo Stanton here, but he hit just 184 against lefties last year, while Judge hit 274 against lefties with 14 home runs. I'm going to roll with Aaron Judge to hit a home run at plus 280. But just a reminder, guys, again, if you can please smash that like button for us. It helps us out a bunch. And like I said, lets us know that you guys like what we're doing. You like this content and keeps us putting it out there for you. Tell you, I'm going to keep churning out winners for you. and we're going to keep making some plus money along the way. Some great value plays again on Saturday. So we'll get right back into it. And more plays on the board that I really liked I just really liked Saturday's card for the home run props, and it's going to continue. We're going to go to that St. Louis Cardinals matchup here against the Milwaukee Brewers, and I'm going to go with Nolan Arenado to hit a home run here, plus 270. Again, you can kind of see that the home run value is dwindling a little bit, but I think, again, a lot of these lower home run props, I think the books are trying to protect themselves here because I think they know that there is some potential for some pop on Saturday. Arenado, he hit well against lefties last year. He hit 260 with 11 home runs, had more home runs on the road than at home, and he had 4 home runs against the Brewers last season. It's most against any opponent, including a home run against Eric Lauer, who's getting the start for the Brewers on Saturday in this same ballpark. He's got a history of success against Lauer. Going 6 for 20 with a 1.090 OPS, 3 extra base hits, a pair of homers against Lauer. I think the Cardinals, they were held in check by the Brewers on Friday. I don't think it happens twice. I'm going to roll with Nolan Arenado here at plus 270. And, if you followed our video yesterday on Friday, for Friday's games, kind of did this thing where we stuck with a couple of batters from the same game. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to stick with the same team, though. I'm going to go with Paul Goldschmidt as well to hit a home run here. You're getting some decent value with Goldschmidt here around plus 360. But the thing for me with Goldschmidt is that as well as Arenado hit against lefties last year, Goldschmidt was even better. I mean, this was a play for me based on a lot of the same reasons that we backed Nolan Arenado. But Goldschmidt hit 411 against lefties last season. What? Yeah, 411 against lefties, and of his 46 hits against left-handed pitching last season, 23 of those went for extra bases, including 11 home runs. He hit a pair of home runs off of Eric Lauer last season as well, his 2 career home runs off of Eric Lauer. So I'm going to roll with Paul Goldschmidt here at plus 360. We go to our last game on the board. We got 2 more batters, again, going from the same team in this one, but I'm going to head to this matchup between the Braves and the Padres. And I'm going to go with Ronald Acuna Jr. To hit a home run at plus 450. Shares the team lead in hits. He has had a hit in all but 2 games this season. 4 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs. He's hitting 350 off of right-handed pitchers this season. Michael Wacha, going for the San Diego Padres. Wacha, a pitcher that really just has not been able to find a consistent home over the last few seasons. He's now playing for his 5th team in 5 seasons. And Wacha did struggle with the home run ball last season as he gave up 8 home runs in his last 5 starts to close out the year. Started this year by giving up a home run in the win over the Colorado Rockies. But I think Ronald Acuna Jr. can get to Michael Wacha here, potentially get a home run here. So take a shot here with Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 450. And to round it out, again, sticking in the same dugout, going to roll with Matt Olson here to hit a home run at plus 350. Again, he was held hitless on Friday, but he usually bounces back. Olson does. 7 of his 10 hits this season have gone for extra bases, including 3 home runs and 9 RBIs with a .412 batting average. He hit 27 home runs off of right-handed pitching last year. A lot of people, could consider Austin Riley in this spot as well if you're looking for another Brave. The problem I had with Austin Riley was that he isn't hitting well off of right-handed pitching this season. He's hitting well below 200, and I just think that the value could be here for Matt Olson. So I'm going to roll with Matt Olson as the second home run hit prop of this Braves-Padres game and the last home run prop of the day for me here. But we'll do a quick recap. Go and take a look back at the plays that we had for you guys today. Now, again, my best advice would be you don't have to play every single prop here. Yeah, there's a lot here, but these are just the plays that I put a couple bucks on. Pick and choose what you like. These are plays that are sort of meant to point you in direction. Maybe you're looking for a batter to back, or you're kind of having second thoughts, and maybe should I back this guy? Should I not? Again, take these for what you will. I'm just here to give you guys the information. These are the ones that I like the most, and hopefully we can have a very successful day again on Saturday. But again, we'll get back to the recap here. And start things off with Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run off of Jose Barrios, or any of the Toronto Blue Jays for that matter, at plus 390. We had Wander Franco. We're going to take a shot on Franco again here at plus 800. Got Luis Robert coming in at plus 450, taking another shot on Robert here after a monster day on Friday. You had Aaron Judge, defending AL home run king. Again, the price a little bit, you'd like to see maybe a little bit more plus money with Judge, but again, I think the books are terrified of this matchup against Cole Irvin for the Yankees. Also got Nolan Arenado for the St. Louis Cardinals, hitting one at plus 270. Again, you'd like to see the plus money here, but I think they're scared of that matchup against Eric Lauer, against the Cardinals team that, again, at the top end, clubbed lefties last season. And I guess, actually clubbed pretty much anybody last year. Also clubbed Eric Lauer pretty hard as well. And the next one, Paul Goldschmidt to hit one at plus 360. And our last two to close it out, Ronald Acuna Jr. to hit a home run at plus 450 off a right-hander Michael Wacha or any of the Padres. And to close it all out, Matt Olson at plus 350. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Again, hopefully we're going to have some more success similar to what we had on Friday. Make you guys some nice plus money. Make you guys just some profit in general. But again, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and drop a like if you haven't already. If you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out these betting tools. Like I mentioned, they're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business. They are there for you to use. They help point you in the right direction of the value. They do all the heavy lifting for you so that you don't have to. You just got to go in, place your bets, and watch the money roll in. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon.